Here's your money. Dominic Alafaci, good morning to you.
Good morning, Darren.
What happened to the markets overnight?
Overnight, the Dow Jones Industrial Average put on 208 points, or just under 0.5%, to 44,902, whilst the Nasdaq was 0.25% higher at 21,108, and the S&P 500 rose 0.4% to 6,389. Across Atlantic, London's FTSE gave back 0.2% to 9,120, with the French, German and Italian bourses mixed. And before I forget, we should do an RIP Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes.
Passed. Big fan.
Okay.
I forgot to mention that to you, but the Flying Lizards distracted me on the music, and I love that song. Thanks, guys. Gold fell 1.12% to $3,392.50 US an ounce, which is still staggering. West Texas Intermediate was 87 cents lower, I should say, to 600. I'll say that again. I'm all confused.
No, that's all right.
Tongue-tied. $65.16 US a barrel. And the $A is lower against the greenback and is currently buying 66.66 US cents. The ASX 200 SPY 5 points lower following a pretty crap week during the week, I've got to say. Our market ended up at 8,667. So we think we're going to have a lower start to the week on Monday.
Okay. Just before we talk about what we're going to talk about, random messages come through, very random. Good morning, Darren. Please ask Dominic if he still has his pinball machine. Does he think that it was a good investment? Ian of Sunshine.
Well, Ian, you've got an amazing memory.
What's the story there?
I bought a Ghostbusters pinball machine, 5 or 10 years ago now. Yeah. I love it. I don't play it as much, but I don't know. Look, I don't know whether it's made any money.
You still got it, have you?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Does it work?
Oh, yeah, top quality. I bought them from this really good place just down in, I should give them a plug, but I can't remember, in South Melbourne.
Right.
Really good firm. Zax, I think they're called. So shout out to Zax, good company. They've got some, there's a John Wick one that's come out. Oh, it's about $16,000, which is tempting, but I don't have enough.
Are they that much?
Oh, yeah. And they're all made in the US and they're really well made.
Yeah.
I think they're a Stern make. I could be wrong. I've lost.
Do you keep it plugged in and turned on? Because they look good just sitting there.
Oh, no. Actually, I might turn it on and put it at the country residence, because I've got a big property. I've got a big sort of alfresco there, but in the little shed in Hawthorn, it's turned off and in the corner, but I love playing it. It's fantastic.
Oh, good stuff.
I don't know if it's made any money. What I meant to say before is I haven't followed the pinball market. You can make money if you buy collectibles, and you know what you're doing.
Yeah, interesting. Now, building your financial war chest, where do you start?
Well, what this really means is, or what can you do in preparation for the inevitable correction? Markets are at all-time highs.
Right.
All right. You just got to accept it. There will be a correction. Accept it. I don't know when and I don't know how much, but stick to your plan, that you've got an investment plan with your, I call people like us investment coaches.
Investment coaches,
yep,
right.
In the footy sense. That's the first thing you got to do. If you've got a plan, stick to it. Keep non-deductible debt to a minimum, personally, so that you have got liquidity in the case of an emergency. There may be a downturn. If you're a 26-year-old, then just don't worry. Just ignore what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're 66, then you should pay attention, because you can't go back 40 years and make all the money you've made and save for your retirement.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to take some money off the table and park it on the interchange bench if you can.
Right.
So let's say you got Pendles, or you got the Bont, or you got Toby Green, and you're in a winning. In a semi-final, take them off, have a bit of a rest, take some money off the table, recharge their batteries, because there could be an onslaught from the opposition, which is the football analogy I used to a market downturn. Saw what happened with Sydney and the Giants last night.
Sure
Quite amazing.
Yeah.
And if you don't have an investment plan, then start looking for a trustworthy investment coach. This is the time we add so much value for people, it's ridiculous. We're talking 5, 10, 15, 20% of their wealth. Sometimes we can save them by not panicking and doing the wrong things. Some people really find that difficult, find investment markets difficult. For me, it's just like swatting flies.
Yeah.
You know, downturns and upturns are just part of life. So make sure, if you don't have an investment coach, get one or start looking for someone that's trustworthy as the game is heating up.
Yeah, interesting. Sharon has called through. You can call through too, 133 693. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning. You just touched on what I was going to ask you about.
Oh, good on you, Sharon. How can we help?
Yep, I'm 62.
Yep.
I've only got about 700 in super.
Yep.
And some cash. So I've just started looking, and I just sort of think it's the cost. Is it worth, like they're starting at, five to set up a plan and 5 every year? Is it worth sort of looking down that path, or?
Well, you should, honestly, at this point in time, if you're 62 and this is an important time in your life and you've got a fair chunk of money there, it's not to be sneezed at, you really should get an investment coach or a financial advisor that you feel comfortable with, that can do the basic things for you. Now, I actually am transitioning to retire, so I don't take on that many clients now, but I found a terrific firm that will help you. And they don't charge for the statement of advice, which is fantastic. So you can save you $5 or $6 grand. So leave your details off air, and if it's okay with you, I'll put you in contact with this firm. They're 100% trustworthy. I know them quite well, and the ongoing fees are usually justified because we generally make more than 1 or 2%, and the fees are usually under 1%. So you're going to get value. You're going to get 100% return on your fees, if that makes sense. So, Sharon, A, definitely get a financial plan. B, shop around, but I've got someone who I'm basically forwarding just about all the clients to next. I've got heaps of inquiries from 3AW, and it's good to have someone trustworthy that I know will do a good job.
Are you still working, Sharon?
Yes, I am.
When are you going to stop working, do you think?
Well, I'd like to transition part-time at 65 and be gone by 67. But, yeah, I just sort of need to get as much money behind me.
Yeah.
Sharon,
it's funny.
Issue.
Well, 700's a good start, Sharon, isn't it, Dominic?
Good. It's a healthy start. And Sharon, can I tell you, start the planning now, because it took me I'm a professional financial advisor. It took me about 3 years to get my transition to retirement in place. So it isn't as we say, oh, look, just do this. It isn't easy.
No.
You've got to find, whether you've got work colleagues or you've got, family issues, whatever they are, you need to start planning, because it's a big decision to go from 5 days to 4 days to 3 days to 2 days, or whatever you want to do. But it takes time. So start planning as soon as you can, Sharon.
Hold there, Sharon, to Alistair. Good morning. You there, Alistair?
Yes.
How can we help, Alistair?
I was just after the same contact that Dominic was going to get that lady off air for a financial advisor.
Send me an email to just go to collinshouse.com. There's a little button, contact me. Shoot your details down there, and I'll shoot it off to you. And they're very, very good company.
Roger that.
Thanks, Alistair.
An email has come through. Where is it? Here it is. Good morning. Oh yes. Question for Dominic. Is it just a matter of withdrawing? This is regarding recontribution strategy.
Yep.
What does that mean for a start?
Okay, you take money out of super, and provided you're under 75, you put it back into super.
What?
Yeah, because...
Well, why not just leave it there in the first place?
Well, Darren...
That's the most ridiculous thing.
No.
So you take it out of super and then you put it back?
But because there's a tax benefit.
Right.
That's the only reason we do it. We're not bananas. We don't move money.
You guys are crazy.
No, but if we save you tax,
yeah,
you'll do it, and it's a very sensible strategy to do.
So what do you do?
Well,
I'll read the email first.
Okay, sorry. Who are we helping?
This is from Kate.
Hello, Kate.
Is it just a matter of withdrawing funds from my super, having it deposited in my bank account, then redepositing, putting it back in? Are there any forms required to be completed, e.g. on my super's website? I see a tax declaration form, but I can't work out if that applies for recontribution.
The answer is yes, yes, and yes. Do not. Now, this is gospel true story. I had a friend of mine refer a client to me.
Yeah.
He accidentally mucked this up, and he got a tax bill from the tax office of $187,000.
What?
Yep. So please, and this is absolutely true. I've now handed it to my colleagues at Collins House Accounting. So I've sort of sold the accounting practice to my colleagues, and they're looking into it for this poor person who made an honest mistake, doing exactly what Sharon or whoever this other person is, Kate was talking about. Sorry, Kate. And they mucked it up. They didn't do the right forms, so it can be deadly. You can end up with huge tax bills, and you got to take the money out again, and it's really horrible. So please, get someone to help you. It's not very simple.
Sounds all ridiculous to me.
But there is the only reason we do it, Darren,
is for the tax
benefit.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, why aren't the tax department onto it? If it's that simple of taking it out and putting it back in, wouldn't they say, oh, there's a loophole here, we'll stop doing this?
Well, it's sort of part of the agenda to help people save for an income stream in retirement. So the government wants us to do this for people because it gives them a secure income stream so that they don't go and put more pressure on Centrelink, which is up to pussy's bow in paying people's benefits. So they figure we'll make it attractive to save for your income stream in retirement, and this happens to be a way of doing it that boosts it, especially if you've got a large super fund and you've got a death benefit payable, so it can actually reduce death benefit taxes.
Right. Okay.
So it's quite complex.
Eddie, good morning.
Hi, good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Yeah, good, Eddie.
Good, thanks, Eddie.
I've got two questions, or actually I've got one scenario. I did moving of some of my super into my wife's and then got a $30,000 rebate from the tax office, which was fantastic. My real question is, I'm salary sacrificing at the moment, and I just need to know, do they need to pay that in on the fortnightly basis of what I get paid, or is it on the 3-month or quarterly section?
Yeah, Eddie, two parts my answer. One is, congratulations on using the tax system to your advantage, because not all of this stuff we do, Darren, we were talking to Kate before, is negative. If you do it properly, you can get a big immediate tax benefit, so well done. The second question is, your employer has an obligation to put the funds into super at the earliest possible time. Now, depends on where you're employed, what the agreement is that you have with your employer that determines when the money goes in. Sometimes it can be quarterly, sometimes it can be monthly, sometimes it can be fortnightly. So look, I'm sorry to give you a politician's answer, but it really depends on the arrangement you have with your employer and their responsibility under the legislation. So it's not clear-cut yet. It will be clear-cut in about a year, I think, when the new regulations come in. But at the moment, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Thanks, Eddie. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, boys. Thanks for taking my call. Hey, Dominic, I've just finished up with a company after 10 years plus.
Yep.
I was an employee, but for my bonuses, they got me to set up a PTY Ltd company to be paid my bonuses into.
Wow.
Does that attract superannuation?
Adam, that is a complicated question. I couldn't... were you a contractor and an employee?
Yeah. So I was a full-time employee.
Holy Moses.
And then
Mate,
to get my bonuses, they made me set up a company.
Let me save you getting into trouble. Leave your details off here. I'll have to get someone to call you. That is a doozy.
Is it? You haven't heard of one of those before?
No, I just don't want to put him in the poo by saying what I
right.
think's going to happen, just in case the ATO's listening.
Oh, okay.
And is your real name Adam? I hope not.
Yeah.
Oh, well, geez. Well, give me your real details off here and I'll oh, my goodness. Right, Adam.
Well, the answer there to you, Adam, is oh, my goodness. Just hold there and we'll get all of your details and pass them on to Dominic Alafaci.